Alright, now as you may have noticed, hi Immer 379. Okay, so as you noticed, or didn't notice, whatever, the player turns red when he takes damage, and hitting the car is gonna give him damage, and then when he dies, he screams and get dismembered. So okay, let me do that once more. See, you hit the guy, he becomes ragdoll, then you run him over, and with each time the car just slaps him down, he goes slightly more red and eventually explode. And actually, I want to see that from the first person perspective, so I'm gonna do it once more. Alright. Hey Justin, this is exactly what I'm gonna do during this stream, is to make this physic weird pawn work in multiplayer, so that I can upload it on the forum as part of the Vigo project. Because right now in multiplayer it doesn't work at all. Well, it kinda does, because I've been working on it for about 15 minutes before the stream. So it sorta does, but it's not too great, so I'll make sure it works perfectly today, and then I'll upload it to the forum, and you guys can have fun with it, and run over each other. Okay, so right now you can see that on the other screen I'm having another player, so you can see me moving it. You can see it works as intended. You know, the other player can get in the car and all that, so that's cool. And then the other player can run you over, just like so. And then the camera does not like that, because the spring arm collides with the car, and that's bad. But yeah, that much works, at least. Now the problem I'm having, well, one of many problems, is that when I rotate the camera, it does not rotate the vector. So something in the way that I rotate the forward vector is not replicated over the network. And I think I have an idea of what it is, but so I'm gonna look at that. Oh, and I'm having a big problem with jumps. Oh, right, I didn't replicate the jumping at all. Yeah, jumping is only local. Okay, that's cool. No problem, that's normal. So as you can see, server replication for the interaction. That's why the players can get in and out of the cars. Let me double check something. The movements are sort of confusing since they don't follow the camera. Okay, the other player was able to get in the passenger seat, which means that the capsule rotation works, because otherwise the line trace would be pointing in the wrong direction and you'd be unable to get in from this side of the car. So the capsule rotation is replicating properly, but not the control rotation that I'm using for the movement directions. So I'm gonna look into that. And thanks, Justin. Yeah, I think it looks kind of cool too. Pretty proud of it, actually. Okay, so rotate mesh toward movement. That's the function I want, I guess. And right now, on the event tick, does server tick, then executes that on the server, and the capsule is replicated. All right, just double checking. Oops, that's the old one. So also server interact. I use the capsule for the line trace. So if the line trace works, that means the capsule is rotating to the movements. Yes. Okay, so that bit of code worked. Yeah, what a bit of a delay. You can see it's pretty skippy right now. Okay, so the only thing that doesn't work actually is when I rotate the view, even though I do it on the server. But yeah, I add control rotation, so I'm really not sure that this is a good idea. Okay, so move. Guess it's in the way I get the forward vector. Yeah, I use the control rotation to get the movement direction. Okay, so I guess this is not replicating. Now, how do I fix this? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a spring arm, get world rotation, then break, because we only want to see what I'm actually split, then make wrap. Okay, and that's gonna be our rotation for the forward vector. And nope, still not working. I guess because I still use the control rotation to rotate the spring arm, or because the spring arm is not replicated. So I'm gonna explore both of these options. Yeah, okay, replicating the spring arm doesn't change a thing. So what I'll do instead is, where is it? Okay. Sorry, little derp moment. So I'm not gonna use the control rotation at all. And what I'm gonna do here will be to I'm actually gonna, so add local rotation. how about that? That's gonna be the bitch, and that's gonna be the Okay, let's have a look at that. Whoa. Okay, now, unfortunately, I forgot to untick the inherit and all that. Let's try that again. Nope. Okay, first mistake is the spring arm is not attached to the capsule. It's attached to a bone, which is kind of bad, I guess. Yay, now I cannot rotate the spring arm anymore. Hey, would you look at that? It finally updated. Okay. So I'm gonna untick that again. Yay. Woohoo! I guess I should probably use a variable instead of using the spring arm, but okay, guess it's wrong. I'll try to switch these two windows so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, nope. Okay, now it's reversed for some reason. Okay, yeah, it's not working at all. So I do that on the server. And then when I move, also on the server, Okay, I'm gonna make a variable for that. So camera rot. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have any questions while I'm live streaming, just go right ahead, ask them. Okay, now I do not need to replicate that anymore. I do need to replicate the spring arm. Okay, so I guess server look. And just for good measure, I'm gonna print that to the screen. Okay, so by default, that value should be 0, 0, 0. By default, my spring arm is gonna be 0, 0, 0 as well, right behind the player. So I don't need to replicate it at start. Yeah, super useful math. What I wanted to print was the rotation, or more precisely the yaw. So I can see what happens on the server and onto the client. Okay, that's cool. I can see the server is giving me the proper values. Oops. Now onto the rep notify, spring arm, set world rotation to be camera rot. Yay! Okay, I'm able to rotate the camera again, not without a few glitches. Yeah, I guess I should also do that, not just on the server, but for the client as well. just a little bit of a test. Okay, so okay, now character move towards the angle. Simply the camera on the client does not follow that. So that's cool. And I guess I should also do that on the client. Hell, why not do it on an event tag? Just on the client, so before that. Yeah, something's wrong. Okay, no, that's not moving anymore. Yeah, still nothing. What? Okay, I have a better idea than that. Oh, well, would you look at that? It doesn't work, even in single player. Okay. Wait. I think I remember what's going on. Did I tell you that I hate multiplayer programming? Seriously, it's so freaking simple. Why doesn't it work? I'm gonna have to resort to using the roll rotation again. I'm gonna try to put it back like it was, because now it's just getting worse and worse all the time. Oh, what the heck? Seriously? Okay. I don't know why that worked, but it worked. And it's all that matters. So we're gonna take baby steps here and make sure every step work. Because I don't know what's my problem today, but I do a lot of mistakes. Access value forward. All right, that is working. Still works in multiplayer. Okay, except for the control rotation, of course. So camera rock is replicated. Okay, my undo buffer is weird. Yay. Okay, now that appears to be working. Good. So now I have a camera rotation that I can use. It should be replicated to the server, so that right here should work. Hopefully. And it does. Oh, somewhat. It did. Once. Okay, no, it never did. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do that on the server too, I guess. That. That. Okay, it happens with a lot of lags, but it happens. So, cool. Now the question is, can I do all of that on the server? Okay, this does not get executed on the server at all. So the switch here is useless. And of course I forgot to mirror that. Okay, so the rotation of the camera works. Now I just need to plug back the move right. And that was already the case, okay. Oh yeah, the input. Haha, okay. Now it is insanely laggy, but it works. Hey Alex. Okay, now jump should also only happen on server, so something like that. Oh, that's quite a mess, okay. Yeah, I'll clean up the blueprint later when it works. Yeah, until then, just don't worry. Yay! Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but the animation is going crazy, skippy. The rest is smooth. No delays in the sound. It's really just the animations and the rotation of the player. Let me okay, cool. No server, no lags. Okay, great. So that confirms it has something to do with the way I handle the camera rotation. Yeah, same. Alright, I'm gonna play with the other player so you can see. Oops. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, movement gets replicated properly. Good. Now, yeah. It's really laggy and, you know, the motions kind of skip and it looks weird. But it's only for the player, like the cars are still smooth. So it's definitely a problem with the car blueprint, the player blueprint. And I ran over the wrong player. Right, now I completely forgot I had attached the camera to the capsule instead of skeletal mesh. So I'm gonna reattach it. And I guess I'm gonna pick... Yeah, the pelvis usually doesn't move too much. Oh, wrong. About the rib. We're gonna give that another try. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that camera. Because it's really awful. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I totally do. Where is the code that executes when the player dies? Component hits, okay. Unwrap elf. So if elf is smaller, okay. So when you die, this code here executes itself. So I'm gonna grab the spring arm and deactivate the collision. So set do collision test to false. Yay. That should be a lot less dizzy. Just gonna position myself in front of the car. Okay, that did not work. For some reason. Let me just check and make sure it's not some kind of a replication bug. Yeah, okay. It's a replication bug. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh well, whatever. Camera's gonna stay like that until I find the solution. So yeah, that's not ready to upload on the forum just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this a little bit better, especially with the lags and all that. And just as I say that, it doesn't lag anymore. What? Why? Oh no, okay, it still does. A little bit. So, hey, by the way, do you guys hear the sound it makes when the other player gets dismembered? Let me... no, you didn't hear that. Good. It's gonna be a surprise then. Okay. It's working. Barely. Job done. Well, it's been an hour. So I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Give you a few minutes to maybe say something in the chat, ask questions or anything. Then that'll be it for today. What do you mean, add nitro effect? You mean like visual effects or like sounds and shit? That was a pretty slick drift. Whoa. Yeah, I guess I also forgot to mention I redid the acceleration system again. This time I'm pretty damn sure I nailed it. Ouch. Yeah, well, you know, the speed and all that are controlled by flow values mostly and curves. So, yeah, you can affect these flow values at runtime if you want. Yeah, no, definitely don't try to add physics impulse to the vehicle. You know what nitros do in real life, I think, is it makes the engine spin faster, right? So why don't you try that? Like when the nitro is activated, just make the engine spin faster. And yeah, if you set up the transmission properly, that should give you the acceleration and speed boost, I guess. Yeah, just boosting RPM for 1-2 seconds. I guess that should do it. Yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, so it makes the RPM rise faster, but it doesn't allow you to have more RPM. Yeah, anyway, I don't know enough about any of this to tell you how nitro affect the car and how you should program it. Yeah. But hey, while you're still all, well, most of you are still all here, let me show you the new acceleration system. So if you watch the RPM value here, you can see it increases fast at first, and then the higher it is, the slower it increases, right? Oops. So low RPM accelerate faster than high RPM. You can also see that when I reach the maximum RPM, the speed stays the same. Like, before in manual transmission, you could reach the maximum RPM, and then the car would keep accelerating forever, basically. And now it doesn't do that anymore. So each gear really tops where it's supposed to. And it accelerates more realistically. Yeah, and you can lose control very easily. Now I still need to do some tweaking, but so yeah, I think the acceleration system is pretty solid for now. But yeah, it's not really realistic in the way I programmed it. Actually, not realistic at all. But well, first of all, Alex, there's going to be the stalling system that's going to prevent you from doing that. But no, if you start in fourth gear, the wheels just boom, they start overspinning right away, and instant burnout. But one thing that changed yeah, Emir, you can access all this in Blueprint. Actually, the entire thing is done in Blueprint, so. And check your project max angular velocity as well. Make sure to put it high enough that it doesn't limit the speed of your vehicle. And so yeah, I guess I should be doing that now. The stalling system. Yay. Yeah, and keep in mind when you're watching that video that the anti-drift assistance is set to 0. So it drifts a lot in fourth gear. Hey Justin, welcome back. Yeah, I was talking of making a stalling system again for the manual gearbox. Yeah, no, Pumpkin, it doesn't work like that at all. You can't, the game engine have no clue what an engine is. So it's not as easy as put torque and, you actually gotta program that crap. And you can't always just slap some real world values in there and cross your fingers that the simulation's going to be realistic. Because, the simulation's not perfect, the physics engine's not perfect. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta fake stuff in order to get your stuff to look good. And just keep in mind that the player doesn't see the code and behind of it. The player just see whatever values you display on the screen, really. I mean, I could make that speed display as if it was miles per hour, and nobody would notice anything. If you know what I mean. So, yeah, don't worry, I'll cook you something that looks good. So, okay, I guess that's gonna be it for today. I've stretched this live stream for long enough. So, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.